Hello, and welcome to Scientific Homemaking. My name is Ashley, and I am so glad that you are here. A little about me: I am a wife of 6 years, and my husband and I have a son who is about a year and a half old. I'm a full time development scientist for an over the counter consumer healthcare company. In today's video, I want to share how I got to where I am today with my homemaking journey. Today, I am taking you along on a few days in the past week while I do things around the house for the people that I love.
Hey Luke, can you bring it to Mama? Want Mama to put it away? Look, you want to put it in the cabinet? Wow, good job.
So let me repeat again, I am on a journey to become the best homemaker that I can be. By no means am I telling you that I have it all together when it comes to my life and my home. In fact, I wanted to have YouTube as a creative outlet and even felt the pull to make a homemaking and slow living content. I almost didn't start though. Yes, that's right, I almost didn't pick up the camera because I am so new to this journey and thought nobody would care. Well, that was until I watched an older video from The Peaceful Pursuit where she talks about wanting to see more homemaker newbies starting their journey and encouraging others. And that was all I needed to start this video. My hope is that by sharing my journey, I can inspire other women to also start their homemaking journey. In the previous 5 years of my marriage and having a home with my husband, I didn't put much thought into homemaking. I planned and prepared our meals and kept our house relatively clean, but I never put intentional effort into keeping our home. Fast forward to January of this year, so January 2025, I felt God encouraging me to be a better steward of what He had given me. At that time, I felt as if He were leading me to financially be a better steward. For the first half of 2025, I tried to be better about setting monthly budgets, saving, using what I already had at home, and generally spending more wisely. But towards the summer, I kept feeling like my house was always a disaster. I was constantly in a state of overwhelm, and I never felt at peace in my home. And then I was studying the Bible and I read Proverbs 24. Proverbs 24:30 through 34. I passed by the field of a sluggard, by the vineyard of a man lacking sense, and behold, it was all overgrown with thorns, the ground was covered with nettles, and its stone wall was broken down. Then I saw and considered it. I looked and received instruction. A little sleep, a little slumber, a little folding of the hands to rest, and poverty will come upon you like a robber, and want like an armed man. As I am looking out at my backyard and the garden that is probably more jungle than Victory Garden, this proverb really spoke to me, not just about my garden. My whole house felt like it was falling into disarray and I was falling further and further behind. I knew I had to make a change, so I started by asking God to help me and looking within myself at my attitude and my heart posture. And honestly, one day I noticed things within me had turned around and my house was feeling a little better. So in the next few videos, I want to share how I got started making these changes. In general, I would like to share about working full-time outside of the house and being a homemaker, routines that keep us on track, budgeting, gardening, meal planning, and more. Thank you again for stopping by to my little piece of the internet, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye, y'all.